Good evening and welcome to Kirkwood High School, where the Lady Cobras look to defend their home court against the Lady Hawks of Rossview High School. I'm Aiden Davis, joined alongside by my partner, Rudy DeArmond. Rudy, tell us about the key players in tonight's game.
Tonight for Rossview, we have senior Ellie Hankenmeyer. She's strong in the paint on both sides of the ball, scoring 19 points per game, and then she's also averaging 16 rebounds per game. That's #1 in Tennessee, yes, the entire state. She played in 17 games and had 16 double-doubles. So considering that she's going to be a big powerhouse for both sides on the paint, considering that she's also going to have a really big momentum boost coming in to this game as she scored her 1,000th point in last Friday's game against Northeast. And for Kirkwood, we have number 32, Davia Collins. She averages 10 points per game while also having 6 rebounds per game.
Yeah, last time we saw these teams play was January 23rd. Ellie Hankenmeyer, who you brought up, had 11 points. 8 of those came into the fourth quarter. Really key thing for the Rossview Hawks tonight, never have lost a women's basketball game against these Cobras.
Yeah, Kirkwood is definitely going to be looking to defend their home court, trying to get that first win in that column, considering that Rossview is still undefeated in these matchups between these two teams. Their last meeting, the score was 31 to 29, excuse me. It's going to be a competitive game between these two teams.
It's going to come down to who's going to be able to protect the ball. Last time, the Lady Hawks had 9 turnovers in that first quarter. What's going to be the key to protecting the ball tonight?
Making sure you don't turn the ball over. Don't have silly turnovers. You know, just protect the basketball. Score the basketball when you can. Don't have any silly turnovers.
Now let's take a look at tonight's starters for the Lady Hawks. It's going to be Warren, Lee, Peak, Karstis, and Willis. Take a look at the Cobras. Rudy, I'll let you take that away.
For Kirkwood, we have Channing Jones, and then we have Alea Harris, and with Amani Darden, and then we're going to have Alana Mays and Kennedy Andrews.
So as we get ready to tip things off here at Kirkwood High School, it's Lady Cobras versus Lady Hawks. Just moments underway here.
As you can tell, this crowd is going to be loud. We have a student section for Kirkwood. I guarantee you that they're going to have some momentum coming into this game for the Lady Cobras.
As a tip, we've got a whistle on that tip. We'll see. We'll do it again. It's going to be Hankenmeyer for the Lady Hawks, and representing the Cobras, it's going to be Mays.
Yep.
As the tip goes the Cobras' way.
Rossview's in a 2-3 right here, looking to pack that paint.
As kicking out to the wing. Up top now is De La Cruz.
Rossview's applying some pressure that created a turnover right here for Kirkwood to give Rossview to set the tone of the game right here.
Yeah, that's Harris on the traveling violation. It's going to be Hankenmeyer to toss this one in. As we'll see what the Hawks can do on offense on their first possession here.
Interesting way to see that Kirkwood is coming out with a strong defense pressing on that first possession.
As Hankenmeyer was getting double-teamed the second she touches the ball. We'll see if that's going to continue tonight for the Cobras defense.
If they want to shut Hankenmeyer down, it may be smart to keep that double team on her.
Now top of the key is Pete. As this one's going to be turned over by the Cobras. Fast break opportunity here. As this ball goes out of bounds. No, it's going to stay inbounds. As Darden resets the offense for the Lady Cobras.
Yeah, it was a nice defensive play by Kirkwood to try to get that fast break, just stripping the ball right there.
Now into the corner for 3. That one goes long, rebound right there, corralled in by the Lady Hawks. As we've seen some good defense to start here in this basketball game.
Yeah, we're almost 2 minutes in. Score is 0-0 on both sides. Trying to get some momentum right here.
Now back up top is Peak. She's going to kick it to Warren on the wing. We're now navigating the offense for the Lady Hawks. Gets that one to Lee. Now back to Peak. Peak using the screen from Hankenmeyer. Pink on that right wing. He's going to kick it to Warren at the top of the key. Give right back to Peak here.
Mays is doing a very good job for Kirkwood, trying to keep Ellie Hankenmeyer out of that paint as she dominates on both sides.
Oh, it's a good pass right there by Hankenmeyer. Unable to finish the layup there is Peak, the freshman guard for the Lady Hawks. So now Kirkwood floater is up, and that's going to get nothing but air there.
Yeah, like I was saying before, they're doing a great job. Mays is doing a great job trying to keep Ellie Hankenmeyer out of that paint so that she can't be dominant in where she's most comfortable.
We get a bit of a full court press right here from the Lady Cobras. As Warren on that right wing has the ball. Kick out to Lee. He's going to give it to Peak. Peak using Hankenmeyer's screen. As the three-pointer is good on that left wing. That's going to be our first points of the night. That's Melania Peak.
That was a great read by Peak. You know, she saw the defender going underneath, so she decided to pop that three and got the bottom of the net.
Now Kirkwood looking to answer here, so there's going to be a foul on the floor.
I believe that's going to be on Hankenmeyer with the reach in on the back.
So Kirkwood to inbound. Open jumper at the free throw line is Butter. That's Kennedy Andrews right there for the Cobras to get their first points of the night.
On that, she just found the open spot, decided to take her shot, and found the bottom of the net.
Lee now going up court, passes it to Warren on that right wing. Warren now to Peak. Peak for three. No good. Rebound by Hankenmeyer. Hankenmeyer in the paint is fouled. She'll go to the line for two.
Like I was saying before the game started, that's where Hankenmeyer is going to be their best. She's the #1 rebounder in the state of Tennessee. She's going to look to get a lot of putbacks.
So Hankenmeyer to the line for two. Her first free throw is no good. As we expected to see a defensive battle tonight, and that so far, that's been the truth for us here. Hankenmeyer's second free throw is good to go, as the Lady Hawks lead increases to 2. As Harris now navigating the offense. That's going to be Jones for 3, no good. Offensive rebound is good, and Mays gets the putback there.
It was a great rebound by Andrews just to find her teammate underneath the goal to get that putback, to get it tied up right here.
As Kirkwood keeping that full court pressure. The second that Hankenmeyer gets the ball, it seems like she's getting 2 defenders every possession.
I think that's Kirkwood's key to the game right there, is try to contain Ellie Hankenmeyer, double her wherever she is on the floor so she can't get her momentum going to try to save that.
Warren inbounds the ball to Peak. Peak gives it back to Warren on that right wing. Warren now looking for an option here on offense. There's great defense by the Cobras. And it's going to be a turnover right there. That turnover was forced by Kennedy Andrews, guarding Warren right there.
Like you said, it was great defense on them. Kirkwood is playing a man-to-man, face guarding everything. So it's going to be hard for this Rossview Hawks team to get open cuts.
So now Darden will bring it up for the Lady Cobras. All tied here at 4 with 3:30 left in the first. Guarded by Warren. Kick now to that right wing. Into the corner. Kirkwood moving the ball well. Losing the ball there. Picked up. Floater hits the back iron. And it's going to be a jump on that rebound.
That was a good possession right there by Kirkwood. Even though it ended in a jump ball and not a score, it was still good. They moved the ball around, got the open shot that they were looking for.
So now Rossview takes over here. As Hankenmeyer will bring it up, looking for an option here. Gives it to Warren. She's going to drive on that right side. Now Peak is open. She's going to take a three from the top of the key. Hits the front iron. Offensive rebound for the Hawks. Falls into Warren's hands. Warren with the drive and in there with the layup.
That was a good hustle play by Warren right there. Saw the ball loose, 50-50 ball, and went after it.
Now Kirkwood with some pace. He's out to that left wing for three. No good. Warren with the rebound. Hawks now slowing it down. Take out to Hankemeyer on that right wing. Now back out to Lee. Mid-range jumper is no good for the Hawks there. Offensive rebound by Malia Warren.
Saduri Carson just throwing it out of bounds right there. That's the thing that we were talking about. Turnovers for both of these teams is going to be a big problem as they got to try to control these early in the game.
As it's a 6-4 ball game here with 2:16 left in this first quarter. As Harris will bring it up for the Cobras. Into the paint. Right hook shot is no good. And stepping out of bounds is Andrews there after that rebound. Possession to the Hawks. Full court pressure still. As now the full court pressure is broken. It's a loose pass there. Kept in bounds right there by Mays. Nobody touches it though. So Rossview will inbound this ball, and it's going to be Hankemeyer to do the duties.
Aiden, I find it interesting that Kirkwood is doing this full court press and then coming back into a man, trying to contain this Rossview team.
And so far it works, as Rossview is looking for options. As that pass, too much for Warren to handle there. It's going to go way of the Cobras. So 6-4 our score with 1 minute and 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Harris now navigating the offense. Kicks it to Young. She's going to take a jumper. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Hankemeyer. Hankemeyer now bringing it up here for the Lady Hawks offense. Gives it to Peak. Now to Warren on that right wing. Warren driving in, loses the ball. Lady Hawks will keep possession.
Aiden Mays for Kirkwood is doing a great job defending Ellie Hankemeyer as she's face guarding, not letting her catch the ball.
Exactly. Substitution for the Lady Hawks right there. That's going to be Willis, the freshman guard / forward. Now Peak kicks it to Warren in that left corner. Warren driving in, puts up a shot, gets fouled. And Warren will shoot two.
Aiden, that was a great play for Rossview. You know, use the screen, kick it whenever somebody's open. Then Warren just taking advantage of the lane that she saw to get that foul drawn.
Warren's first free throw of the night is no good. As you've seen Rossview come to the line now twice here tonight. And that one is no good as well. This ball is tipped. As the Kirkwood Cobras are going to look to slow this down here on offense. Driving in right there was number 3, Mays on that one. As Peak settles it for the Lady Hawks. Warren now kicks it to Willis, who gives it to Peak. Peak now driving, layup is up and in.
Aiden, that was a good call by Coach trying to get that last shot at the quarter.
At the end of the first quarter, your score is going to be 4-8. Lady Hawks on top. You're watching the 931 Hoop Spotlight game on the Austin Peay Sports Network.
From the start of an Austin Peay student's journey, they expect more. They expect to gain real-world experiences to set them apart. So we give it to them. We provide them with the knowledge to become sought-after artists. They realize their work elevates our world. They realize dreams become reality. So when our graduates look back, they'll see it all starts at Austin Peay.
Welcome back here to Kirkwood High School as we've got an 8-4 ball game. Lady Hawks find themselves on top so far this one. I'm Aiden Davis, joined here with Rudy DeArmond.
Yeah, Aiden, we have a close matchup here, as we thought it would be when we looked at their last meeting in January.
And here's a bit of a loose ball here. Fighting for it, and Rossview comes up with it. Good defensive possession there by the Lady Hawks. And they're going to say an illegal scream there on Hankenmeyer. It's going to go way of the Cobras.
Yeah, Aiden, I'm not on that screen. Can't tell if she actually moved or she got a little push. Either way, it went to the Cobras. Let's see if they can capitalize on that.
It's going to be Harris to bring the ball up here for the Lady Cobras. She's going to give it to Jones. Jones, errant pass there. Finds its way back to Harris. Good defense there by Warren for the Lady Hawks. As a good cut right there by...
Great cut by Jones. Just got to finish the layup to capitalize on that turnover right there.
Unable to finish there was Jones. Lady Hawks with possession here. Willis now driving. She gives it to Hankenmeyer. Hankenmeyer finds Warren. Warren, layup is no good.
Aiden, that was a good possession by Rossview. They moved the basketball, got an open shot. They just got to finish.
There's going to be a foul on that offensive rebound there. It's going to go way of the Lady Hawks here. Bit of a physical game so far tonight.
It has been a physical game. No fouls have been, 2 fouls have been called. So, really, it's just like we said before, we gotta control the turnovers. Both teams have to control the turnovers to try to keep it in their lead.
As there's going to be a jump ball here.
There was a great hustle play by both teams right there.
It's going to stay with the Lady Hawks here. Peak to throw this one in. Warren now top of the key looking to do something. Gives it off to Peak. And there's going to be a foul. It's going to be a push on Jenkins there for Kirkwood.
Right there, Peak picked up her dribble, was looking for the handoff, and she just got in there.
As looking for Hankenmeyer there in that low block as the pass goes errant. It's going to go way of Kirkwood. So now Kirkwood looking to get something here on offense. Only 4 points so far tonight. Here's going to be a jump shot. Bank is in.
Great read right there. You see that they're going underneath the screen. Why not pull and pop it?
As Hankenmeyer's pass unable to be handled by Willis there. It's going to go out of bounds as Kirkwood will get possession back there. They're going to rule that a two-pointer on that previous possession for the Cobras.
Great defensive possession right there by the Kirkwood Cobras to get that turnover after they just scored a big bucket.
Going to be a foul on the floor.
Mays is down there working hard to try to post up and get easy shots for this Kirkwood team. Substitution here for Rossview is going to be Lee and Mitchell. this might be big for Kirkwood as Ellie Hankenmeyer has 2 fouls. With her out of the game, it might be a good thing where they can get some momentum going.
And one, count that basket there. Phenomenal drive right there by Amarni Darden as she'll go to the line to make it a 3-point play.
That was a great play right there to get the and one, take the contact, make sure you finish.
Darden unable to take the lead. Offensive rebound there for the Cobras. Working down low. Now a jump ball opportunity. No, they're going to call traveling. So
that was a great hustle right there by Jayla Jenkins to get that offensive rebound.
All tied up here with 5:30 left to play in the first half. It's the Hawks trying to break that full court pressure. Now Warren. It's good passing there by the Lady Hawks. 3 no good there by Peak. And now the Cobras with a chance to push. His layup is no good. They're going to call a foul, though. Mays will go to the line for 2.
That was a great rebound by the Cobras to try to push and get out on a fast break to take the lead right there.
So now with these free throws, it'll be a chance for Kirkwood to take their first lead of the night. Mays now. Goes 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. And now Kirkwood has their first lead of the night.
Yeah, like I said, with Ellie Hankenmeyer out, this Rossview team is going to look for somebody to take the lead right here on this floor as she's out with 2 fouls.
As we're going to get a timeout courtesy of the Lady Hawks here. We're going to keep it here right now. And so far, what have you seen tonight defensively for the Kirkwoods?
This Kirkwood team is doing a good job with their man-to-man defense, trying to keep this Rossview team in the half-court set. On their press, Rossview is breaking it. Rossview just has to capitalize on breaking the press instead of letting them set up in a man-to-man, allowing the Cobras to set up in a man-to-man.
9-8 our score here in the second quarter with 5 minutes remaining. As we came into this one expecting a defensive matchup. Last time we saw them January 23rd, it was a 31-29 ball game. And the Lady Hawks came out victorious. It's now Peak bringing up the ball for the Lady Hawks. Gets the screen from Warren. Now Peak falls down. Fast break opportunity for the Cobras. And the bucket is good.
That was a great defensive play right there by the Cobras to get that steal and finish with the layup on the other end.
As Jenkins gets the layup for the Cobras, they go up 3. This foul there.
That's a foul on Patience Young. She came in not too long ago, checked in. Gotta stay on your feet, not reach right there.
Anderson Lee was the one driving in right there, forcing the foul. It's going to be Peak to inbounds the ball for the Lady Hawks.
Aiden, this is an interesting out-of-bounds play as you have 3 on the bottom with double screens.
The inbounds goes to the wing there. Now to Peak in that far corner. Peak driving in, looking over the wing. He's going to turn this one over. Cobras 3-on-1 fast break opportunity. Layup is good. That's Jenkins right there.
Yeah, great pass by Jones to connect with Jenkins to get that fast break layup.
So now Kirkwood up 13-8 over the Lady Hawks.
Kirkwood right here is looking very good defensively with having turnovers for the last 3 possessions.
As now bringing this one up is Young. Young drives in, jumper. That's Mays right there. And so now very fast, it's a 15-8 ball game.
Yeah, Mays is working hard down there, trying to get some open shots, open looks. She's doing a great job working hard in the paint.
So far, this full court press has been extremely effective for the Cobras. As now Warren, free throw line J, Butter.
Great job right there, just connecting with it.
His layup right there by Jones is no good. Rebound to the Lady Hawks. As Peak brings it up. Gets the screen. Oh, physical play on the basketball right there.
Yeah, May saw an opportunity right there, but got her with the body as she went in for that steal.
So far, Kirkwood's physicality has been the key to their lead tonight.
It definitely has, as they have gotten many steals on the last 3 possessions that Rossview has had, going up 15-10, almost going into halftime.
It's Peak now on that left wing, looking for options here on offense. Gives it over to that right wing. Now back to Peak. As that pass was tipped, Rossview able to maintain possession. Here's Warren. Now to Lee. Lee now gives it to Warren. Now Peak in that corner. Pump fake. Shot. Short. Rebound Cobras now. They're trying to push.
Wasn't a bad look right there by Rossview as they slowed down, got their composure.
As Young knocks that jumper down, it's a 17-10 ball game with just under 2:10 remaining in the first half.
Great looking jumper by Young, like you said. Just nobody on her, shoot the ball.
Now Warren ends up here with the ball. Here's Lee in the corner. Now Peak. Warren finds Peak wide open in the paint as he gets the easy layup to go. It's 17-12 now here with 1:40 in for the first half.
Yeah, Aiden, like you said, she found Peak. Great cut by Peak. I don't know if it was intentional, but it looked intentional, and she ended up getting the open layup for all of these to try to take this lead back as they're down by 5.
As the Lady Cobras head coach, Tanisha Lockridge, needs to talk things over with her players here as she calls timeout.
Yeah, as you can tell, Aiden, she's really trying to keep her team in this game, trying to keep the lead, trying to encourage them while also giving them some words of encouragement in this timeout as they're seeming a little tired with almost 2 minutes left till halftime.
Yeah, so far, Coach Lockridge's got to be excited with how physical her team's been playing tonight.
Yeah, it's a great atmosphere as well. You know, you have your student section, wild. You got your with them cheering, especially when they took the lead. It's been a great environment here as Coach tries to lead her team to this victory. And
how about the fit that she has on tonight? Looking like the best dressed person here.
She's definitely dressed for the best coach. That's for sure.
So now it's going to be Harris to bring this ball up for the Cobras. They lead 17-12 coming out of this timeout with just under 1:40 to play. It's now into the painted area. That's Mays. She gets fouled.
Like I've said time and time again, Mays is down there working hard in the paint, and especially since Ellie Hankenmeyer is on the foul or is out with 2 fouls.
That's the 5th team foul here for the Lady Hawks. Mays makes the first of her free throws. Mays misses the second. And physical once again by the Cobras.
Good hustle by both teams right there to get the jump ball, and it worked in the Cobras' favor.
So Cobras maintaining possession here. Harris now navigating the offense. Bounce pass into Mays, in the painted area. Mays off the glass is in.
Great turnaround shot right there by Mays as she worked hard. I've always heard, work hard, you get rewarded.
So far, Mays has come up clutch here on offense for the Lady Cobras as they lead 20-12 with just under a minute remaining here in the first half. Peak now. Receives the screen, now kicks it to the wing. Peak gets it back. Peak's navigating the offense here. As it's a hot potato right now for the Lady Hawks. As Lee driving baseline. She's going to get fouled. We'll see if they'll call that a shot. And it looks like they will. No, it will be Peak to inbounds here. No shot there.
That's a hard call right there that the referees had to make.
Peak now. Corner three is butter.
Great inbound play. They've run it a few times. Got lucky on that one with Peak is hitting her second three of the game.
As Kirkwood can play it and have the last possession of the half. As there's going to be no shot there. And so we're going to go into the half with Kirkwood leading 20-15. What have you seen so far here, Rudy?
I've seen a lot of physicality in this game, a lot of hustle on both sides for both teams. They've done a great job going after the 50-50 balls, as both of these teams have ended up with 50-50 balls in their hands.
Physicality has been the name of the game here for the Lady Cobras. As if you're Coach Lockridge, you've got to be excited here.
I liked how our intensity on defense, we're really picking it up and we're getting some steals and we're actually converting them into some baskets. So it's our defense that's getting us going.
So with this half ending, what adjustments do you see for your team going forward for the second half?
For the second half, knowing their shooters, knowing where the shooter is. Number 10, I think she hit like 3 threes on us, so we just have to adjust, which was one of the keys to our game in order for us to be successful, being able to make adjustments.
With the crowd being so energetic, how do you tell your team to feed off the extra energy that your home crowd gives you compared to what Rossview has?
I mean, just feed off of it. You know, we're on our home turf, home court, home crowd, so everything's in our favor right now.
How do you make sure that you'll stop the shooters that Rossview is having for the first half?
Just being disciplined. Being disciplined, knowing where the shooter is, and communicating. They got to communicate on the floor and talk. And when she's going from corner to corner, cutting in to the paint, we just got to talk and let them know where she is.
With your game plan coming in, have you felt like your team has executed that game plan? And if not, what do you feel like will help you execute it?
So far, yes, but we still have a whole nother half to go. And as you can see, it's only a 5-point game, I believe, so anything can happen. But as long as we make our adjustments, we continue to communicate, and our defense stays like it is, and we'll be fine.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck on the second half.
Thank you.
Back to you guys at the desk.
I'm from Clarksville, Tennessee.
Fort Knox, Kentucky.
Jackson, Tennessee.
Hopkinsville, Kentucky.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Knoxville, Tennessee.
Little Rock, Arkansas.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Gaffney, South Carolina.
Seattle, Washington.
Jeremy, Haiti.
I'm from Três Pontas, Brazil.
Chicago, Illinois.
Hawaii.
Phoenix, Arizona. Braselton, Georgia.
From Modesto, California. I want to be a neonatal nurse.
An athletic trainer and accountant.
Playing the NFL.
An interior designer. Physical therapist.
Law enforcement officer.
Ultrasound technician. Social worker.
Physician.
Politician.
Psychologist.
CPA.
Your social worker.
Nurse practitioner.
Physical therapist.
Restaurant owner.
A politician.
Start my own business.
Veterinary.
Elementary school teacher.
The NBA player.
Cardiovascular surgeon.
Anesthesiologist.
Businesswoman in Nashville.
Social worker in Miami, Florida.
Politician in Washington, D.C.
Colorado.
Orlando, Florida. Houston, Texas.
In Chattanooga.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Seattle, Washington.
Nashville, Tennessee. San Diego, California.
Nashville, Tennessee.
New York City, New York.
San Diego, California.
Atlanta, Georgia. Nashville.
Los Angeles, California.
New York, New York.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee.
Orlando, Florida.
Los Angeles, California.
Baltimore, Maryland. Clarksville, Tennessee.
Carolina Beach, Carolina.
Philadelphia.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Clarksville, Tennessee.
Welcome back here to Kirkwood High School as it's a 20-15 ball game as the Lady Cobras find their way on top. I'm Aiden Davis. I'm joined by Rudy DeArmond. Rudy, what was the story of that first half?
Turnovers for both teams really were a momentum decrease right there. They, wow, big shot by Peak right there.
Yeah, Peak gets that left wing three-pointer to go to cut the lead to 2.
The physicality on both teams as well was really big in that first half.
So now Kirkwood looking to answer here. Into that painted area floater is no good. So there's no rebound there. Goes out of bounds. Rossview will get possession here. Is now Peak. We'll give it to Hankenmeyer. Hankenmeyer back into the game now after her pass goes out of bounds. Hankenmeyer got into some foul trouble in that first half.
She got into foul trouble early, had 2 fouls, so she did not play majority of the second quarter, which was a really big momentum boost for Kirkwood.
So now the give to Hankenmeyer on that right wing. There's a good defensive play there by Kirkwood. That's Harris knocking that ball out of bounds.
Aiden, I feel like that this Kirkwood team is really having aggressive defense, which is contributing to their lead that they have right now.
Now it's Warren here on that right wing for the Lady Hawks. Warren looking for an option. It's going to be Lee. She just loses the ball there.
That was a great cut by Lee. She just got to finish that.
So Kirkwood continuing this dominant defense so far. As Harris brings this one up. Harris getting the screen. Now into the paint. Basket is good. Mays right there.
Like I said in the first half, Mays has been working so hard in that paint, and she's getting rewarded by working so hard by getting these easy layups.
Now, errant pass there by Hankenmeyer as it forces Lee out of bounds. Kirkwood's going to get possession back here.
Great defensive play by Kirkwood. Just hustle, try to get a steal, ended up in their favor with Lee stepping out of bounds right there.
Harris now, she's going to drive in. Floater is up and good. 24-18 here, Kirkwood on top.
Great looking shot right there. Saw the defender stepping up, decided to go ahead and try to float that the ball in, and ended up going through the net.
Hankenmeyer here is going to travel. She was looking for a block. However, Kirkwood is playing phenomenal defense coming out of the half.
Yeah, I mean, by the way that they're playing defense, you can tell that Coach definitely emphasized the importance of defense in this game.
Now back into the paint. Shot is no good. That was Mays. And that's where Kirkwood's seen a lot of their offensive production come from, is in that painted area from Mays.
Yeah, Mays has been working really, really hard to get that to get these steals, and Mays has been working hard.
Oh,
to try
off
to
the
get
back
this.
right there. Hankenmeyer finds Lee in the paint, and the foul. Tough finish there for Lee as he has a chance at a three-point play.
All right. Yeah, Lee right there was being strong in the paint on that pass off the steal. Ended up getting rewarded with the and one. Our sideline reporter, Isaiah Still, talked to Coach Drew Smith right after half, and he said, first off, our best players got to get back on the court, and we got to play physical and not get pushed around.
As Lee's field free throw is good, as it cuts it down to a three-point game here at Kirkwood High School with just under 5:30 to play in the third quarter. Layup driving inside is Andrews.
That was a great hesitation by Andrew. She saw the defender coming out of the corner of her eye, decided to hesitate, ended up getting rewarded by putting the ball through the basket.
As now here's Lee on the ground. Ball is tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Lady Hawks here.
Again, another great defensive possession by Kirkwood to try to stay in the lead of this game. Just being physical and trying to get steals is really what is keeping them in this game, Aiden.
As now it's Peak looking for something here on offense for the Lady Hawks. As it's going to be a turnover. Great defense there by Aliyah Harris. as the Lady Cobras will take over once more.
Great defense by Harris right there to get the 5-second count. And like I said just a moment ago, the defense for this Kirkwood Cobra team is what's keeping them in the game and ahead against this Rossview team.
Kirkwood passing it around. Great ball movement there, driving in, kicking into the paint. The loose ball now resets here on this close corner. Harris with it. Free throw line jumper is no good. Rebound goes to Lee, and Lee is wrestled down. They're going to call a travel there.
Great job by Jenkins right there to try to get the jump ball right there, but ended up getting somebody off balance. Ended up getting Lee off balance right there to get the ball back.
So Kirkwood will get the possession back here. And here's a three-pointer. Off glass, no good. Lee with the rebound. Gives it to Peak now, bringing it up. Now to Warren. Warren surveys the defense. Back to Peak. Peak now driving into the paint. Floater is up and no good. Rebound goes way off Kirkwood. That's Harris. Harris, fast break opportunity. Harris's layup is no good. Put back attempt for Kirkwood is falls no good. Blocked there by Hankenmeyer. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with Kirkwood. Great defensive possession right there for the Lady Hawks.
Great defense possession right there, especially considering that you had Kirkwood getting the rebound 3 times in a row off of that fast break.
As a mid-range jumper gets nothing but air. As Peak will bring this up. 26-21 our score, just under 3:30 left to play in the third quarter. Peak, 4-3 from that left wing. Shot is no good, rebounded by Kirkwood. Kirkwood pushing the tempo here on offense. Wow, a tough take right there. Sees number 11, Armani Darden, hit the ground hard. She'll go to the line for 2.
That was a great take right there by Harden. Notice that she had 2 defenders, but she realized that she could split them to try to get that layup. She ended up getting fouled with a hard fall. Now she needs to capitalize on these free throws to extend this lead in the third quarter.
First free throw is good. As a substitution for Rossview is Layla Willis, the freshman guard/forward for the Lady Hawks. Second free throw is good for Darden. 28-21 our score. Rossview now beating that full court press, setting up their offense in Kirkwood's zone.
Peak trying to make something come about for this team as she is being the point guard that she needs to be.
Driving in right there, finds Warren. That's going to be a mid-range jumper. Too much on that one. Shot no good. Rebounded by Kirkwood. Kirkwood pushing the tempo here. Driving into that painted area. We'll see what the call on the floor is. It looks like it's going to be a foul here on Rossview. Kirkwood will maintain possession. Darden now running the offense here for the Lady Cobras. Gives it to Harris. Harris, guarded by Peak. Harris kicks it to the corner. Right-handed floater is up and good. That's number 24, Kennedy Andrews.
Great look, great finish right there by the Cobras as they just worked the floor, found the open shot.
Now here's Hankenmeyer. She's fouled there. And Hankenmeyer has yet to get going here for the Rossview offense.
Yeah, with her sitting with 2 fouls in that second quarter has really put Rossview in a bind.
Here's Hankenmeyer on the wing, gives it into the paint. Right-handed floating layup is no good. Kirkwood gets possession. Pushing the tempo here on offense. Do the Cobras. Harris now. Kicks it to Jones. Jones guarded by Warren. Harris driving into the paint, looking for something there. Kicks it out to the wing. Jumper is no good. Rebound goes to Hankemeyer. Good defensive stand right there for the Lady Hawks.
There was a great defensive possession with Carson's getting that block right there to get them the possession back to try to get some momentum going for them in this third quarter.
Peak now on that left wing. Sizing up the offense. Receives the screen from Warren. Gets the switch. As Peak loses the handle, turnover by the Lady Hawks. Fast break opportunity here for the Cobras. As they decide to slow things down here on offense. Under 45 seconds left to play. Kick out into the corner for three. Shot is no good. Rebound is loose. It's going to be a foul here on the floor. It's going to go to the Lady Hawks. 38 seconds left remain here in the third quarter.
Kirkwood's looking to hold on to this lead going into the fourth to keep their momentum going, being up 9 with 30 seconds left.
Willis finds a hole in the full court press. Errant pass, trying to get it to Warren. It's another turnover for the Lady Hawks. Fast break opportunity for the Lady Cobras. There's a good take right there by Darden. She's fouled, so go to the line for two.
Great defense possession by Kirkwood right there, and then you get rewarded by running the floor, getting an open layup while also getting fouled.
First free throw is up and good. Darden misses the second one out of bounds off a Cobra. It's going to go to the Lady Hawks here. Peak now will bring it up here for the Lady Hawks. And it's going to be a timeout. Nearly was going to be a turnover right there for the Lady Hawks. We're going to keep it here as there's 15.6 seconds left in the third quarter. Rudy, how do we get Hankemeyer going if you're the Lady Hawks?
I mean, you just have to you gotta get her to work. You know, she's getting rebounds down here, but she's also gotta work down on the other end. Try to get some open looks, move around, don't stand. You know, just work the ball around. You really have to calm your offense down. Right now, Rossview is scrambled by this Cobra defense.
If you're head coach Drew Smith, what are you drawing up here for the Lady Hawks?
Honestly, you just got to try to, for a last-second shot, you know, there's 15 seconds, plenty of time to get a shot off. You got to execute the play that he's drawing up, take some time off the clock, hopefully in this quarter with a score right here.
As we'll see what the coaches were able to discuss here. There's 15.6 seconds left in the third quarter of play here at Kirkwood High School. As the Cobras, they're looking for their first victory as a women's basketball team against this Lady Hawks basketball team. Rossview 5-0 against Kirkwood.
Right now, Aiden, it's going in their favor. They're getting rewarded with the defense that they're playing. You know, they're playing aggressive defense and getting rewarded with steals on this other end.
So now Lee here gets it to Peak. It's Lee on that right wing. Peak now from the top of the key. Gets it to Hankemeyer. Hankemeyer jump shot is no good. So we're going to go into the break. In the fourth quarter, your score 31-21. This is high school basketball on APSN.
From the start of an Austin Peay student's journey, they expect more. They expect to gain real-world experiences to set them apart. They expect to learn with state-of-the-art tools and facilities. So we give it to them. So when our graduates look back, they'll see it all starts at Austin Peay.
Welcome back here to Kirkwood High School. I'm Aiden Davis, joined here by Rudy DeArmond. Rudy, it's been a physical game so far. Kirkwood finds themselves up 10 here in the fourth quarter.
Like you said, the physicality of this game has really been up, and if you're watching the same game I am, then Kirkwood has definitely been on the tougher side of the ball.
As a shot is off a Lady Hawks defender, that's Hankenmeyer, so it's going to stay with the Lady Cobras here. Now on that left corner, three-point shot is up off the glass, misses by a lot. Offensive rebound, though. That's Harris working down low.
That's a great rebound by Harris, and then just going up over Ellie Hankenmeyer to finish that layup and put her team up 12.
Here's Hankenmeyer now in the paint, takes contact. No shot here.
Aiden, I believe that's going to be a block, and Ellie Hankenmeyer is gonna try to get going in this fourth quarter.
Now is the time for her to get going. Last time these two teams faced off, Hankenmeyer had 8 points in that fourth quarter and that nail-biting victory 31-29 on January 23rd.
Yeah, like we mentioned in the pregame, Ellie Hankenmeyer scored 11 in the fourth quarter to help her team to victory in their last meeting.
Snyder's Peak has the ball taken away from her right there. It's going to be a jump ball.
That's a great defensive possession right there by Harris for Kirkwood. You know, she's just staying down, staying low, watching the ball, waiting for an opportunity to steal the ball from Peak.
Warren to inbound. She gets it to Peak. Peak now receives the screen from Hankenmeyer. The defender falls down to the ground. Peak trying to hold on to her dribble. Finds someone out in the corner. Hankenmeyer down low. Gets the basket to go.
That's where Hankenmeyer is going to score the most. She's strong on both sides of the ball in the paint.
So now 33-23 our score with 6:30 left to play here in regulation. Mays. Turnover there by Kirkwood. Lee comes up with it.
Great defensive possession right there by Rossview, as you know they got the turnover, and if they can capitalize on this to make it an 8-point ball game, they got it going for them.
Hankenmeyer jumper from the elbow, no good. As here's a great steal right there by Malia Warren. Warren by herself in her own enemy's territory. Now they're going to settle down here. Peak turns around, finds Hankenmeyer to the left wing for three. Misses by a lot. Lee tips it back into the field of play. And Kirkwood corrals the rebound finally. Good hustle there by Lee.
It was a good look by Karstens and a great pass by Ellie Hankenmeyer, noticing that she had a defender and a wide open teammate. Great ball movement right there. They just got to capitalize on it.
So now Kirkwood looking to slow things down here as we go under 5:30 to play. Mays, long pass to that left corner. It's going to be a timeout. And his head coach, Tanisha Lockridge,
she's fired up. She's fired up right there. Kirkwood is looking a little scattered right here in this fourth quarter, as it's still a 10-point game, but Rossview is slowly trying to make that comeback, and she's trying to get her team in order right here. As you can tell, she's talking to him firmly, making sure that she knows that she means business.
Very animated here for Coach Lockridge. If you're Coach Lockridge, what are you telling your team?
If I was her, I'd be telling her, slow the game down, okay? Well, I mean, we're ahead by 10. There's no need to rush. They're going to be putting pressure on you. It's the last quarter of the game. Make sure that you're taking care of the basketball and hit your open shots when you have them.
As Kirkwood looking to have their first women's basketball victory over Rossview High School in their history. As you take a look at that student section, they're starting to get a little rowdy as we get ready for this men's game coming up.
Yeah, the environment here at Kirkwood with this student section is it's definitely helping, I believe, and it's going to help lead this team to victory.
So now Kirkwood will set up here on offense. We'll see what Coach Lockridge drew up. It's going to be Harris to handle the offense here for the Cobras. Looks like Rossview will switch to a form of zone.
Yeah, for a minute it looked like they were going to go into a man-to-man after being in 2-3 all night, but it looks like they just tried to stretch up that 2-3 to try to apply some pressure on Kirkwood.
Here's Harris now. Gives it to Jones. Jones hand off to Darden. Darden back to Harris. As Kirkwood is comfortable just holding on to it right here.
Trying to work the clock a little bit. They're up by 10. If they work the clock, it's less time that Rossview has to score.
Now it's Jones up top. Gives it to Darden. Regardless of the outcome of this possession, it's phenomenal in terms of time, and it's going to be a foul on the Lady Hawks here.
Aiden, it looks like Rossview's gonna try to be a little more aggressive with time winding down, as Kirkwood's just taking their time, eating the clock, trying to hold on to this lead.
As we're gonna get another timeout here. Looks like the message from Coach Lockridge last time was just to hold on to the ball there.
Yeah, make sure that you're protecting the rock, move the ball around. Don't sit and hold it for too long. Be aware of, the count. Don't get a 5-second count. Keep working the ball around as you can run as much time off the clock as you can.
If you're the Lady Hawks here, you've got to be aggressive. What would you expect to see out of them on defense?
I think Coach Smith is going to end up coming out with he's going to have to go to a man-to-man soon to apply some pressure, see if they can get some of Kirkwood's players to be frizzled a little bit, create some turnovers and score on the other end.
So we'll see what Kirkwood does this time now here on offense. As it looks like there's going to be a foul on the floor there on Rossview. Oh, it was right on that home team bench.
Yeah, Aiden, it looks like Coach Smith is telling his guards up at the top of the 2-3 to be aggressive, try to play almost a man-to-man, but still protect the paint with 3 at the bottom.
Now Kirkwood able to inbound the ball. That's Jones up top. She's going to hand it off to Harris. Harris guarded by Warren. Harris kicks it back out to Jones. Jones gets it to Darden. Now it's Harris resetting the offense here for Kirkwood. Phenomenal job at wasting time here.
Doing a great job protecting the ball, making sure that they are running some of this clock out like Coach wanted.
Now Harris drives in and comes right back out. She gives it to Jones. Jones hands it off to Harris. Harris now. Oh, and finally a turnover. Warren comes up with the ball. Warren kicks it to Peak. Peaks layup is denied.
Great defensive possession right there by Jones to get that block without fouling, to make sure that she does not foul and she gets rewarded by getting the block.
Under 3 to play here in regulation. Kirkwood finds themselves up 10. As Kirkwood continues to kill this clock here.
Kirkwood's got to make sure that they can keep the ball in their hands and keep protecting the ball as they try to run this clock out to secure the win for them.
Now Jones has it up top. And a foul. Hard foul right there.
It was a hard foul, and you can tell that the ref is making sure that that Karstens is going for the ball right there instead of just pushing. Gotta make a foul look like you're going for the ball so you don't get an intentional for your team.
So we'll get a substitution. It's De La Cruz and Hoskid. 2 guards for the Lady Hawks here coming into the game for the first time.
this Lady Hawks team has not played a lot of depth. You know, they had to take Ellie Hankenmeyer out when they when she got in foul trouble, but other than that, they've had the same 5 on the floor almost the entire game.
So now Kirkwood will call a timeout here. We'll keep it here. As we've seen just about 3 minutes come off the clock here, just Kirkwood just wasting time.
Yeah, Kirkwood, I think that's the goal for Coach. You know, you're up by 10 in the 4th quarter. You only have almost 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. You know, you gotta tell your team to stay calm, keep the ball in your hands, and make sure that they're gonna foul, and make sure that you hit your foul shots on the back end, so that it's not so easy for Rossview to try to come back.
Now Rossview, as time is starting to dwindle on their hopes of winning here tonight. There's 2:13 left in this ball game, finding themselves down 10. As we'll see what the Lady Cobras come out with.
Looks like Rossview's gonna go man to man to try to get some turnovers right here late in the game.
Darden's gonna handle it here for the Lady Cobras. Darden just dribbling this one out here. She's gonna kick it to Harris. Harris driving in. Kicks it out to Jones. Jones being guarded by Peak. There's a little bit of a traffic jam there. Darden gets it.
Like we've said for almost this whole quarter, Aiden, Cobras are just gonna try to protect the ball. Wow.
As an ankle breaker right now, Peak hits the deck.
That was a great move by Jones. You know, she realized she's coming up, you know, just hit the brakes, let her go by.
It goes out of bounds. Kirkwood's gonna maintain possession as
student section love that move right there, Aiden.
As Peak, she went flying right there. Just a little dribble hesitation right there. As Jones, she'll inbounds this one. It's going to be a timeout courtesy of the Lady Hawks here with 1:21. We're going to keep it here. I mean, we've seen just about 4.5 minutes wind off this clock in Kirkwood's possession.
Yeah, if I was Kirkwood's coach, you know, I'd be pleased with how my team is playing right now. The goal of this 4th quarter when you're up 10 is to make sure that you hold the ball. You know, you don't have to score, but you definitely don't want your opponent scoring, and that's exactly what they have done. They have kept Rossview without the ball for majority of this 4th quarter, and that has helped them tremendously stay in the lead to try to get this win when they have not won against Rossview in program history.
Yeah, 5-0 all-time are the Lady Hawks. That record is in jeopardy here tonight as we are 1 minute and 21 seconds away from seeing the Lady Cobras get their first victory over the Lady Hawks here.
Yeah. As you can tell, the student section has been a big factor for this Kirkwood team. They've been fired up almost all game.
As we get ready here, there's not the only basketball game here tonight. There's going to be a men's game right after this. It's going to stay Kirkwood versus Rossview. As hopefully we get to see as exciting as a matchup as we have so far here tonight. Kirkwood able to get the ball to Jones. Jones seeking trouble from Peak. She's going to get it to Harris.
Rossview's trying to create some hectic defense to try to get some turnovers, you know, double teaming anytime that they can with just 1 minute left to play.
Great pass there to get it to the corner by Jones. Now Harris, she's going to drive in. Gets it back to Jones. We go under 45 seconds left to play here as we are witnessing history as the Lady Cobras look to get their first victory over the Lady Hawks.
Aiden Harris has done a great job right here protecting the basketball as that point guard. You know, we've seen her drive to the basket majority of a lot. And they have been able to bring it back out and control the pace of the game to keep it in their favor to win.
You got to think that this student section here, they know that they have yet to win a game here against the Lady Hawks as they are getting very excited. As Harris now.
As you can hear, you know, they're trying to clap it up. The team is clapping it up on the bench as they're excited because they're going to get this win. For the first in program history, that's a big step for a program that just started a few years ago.
Kirkwood High School, only about 3 years old here in this Clarksville area. As Rossview's not entirely giving up yet. It's Jones. She's going to hold the ball, and we've witnessed history here tonight at Kirkwood High School. The Lady Cobras get their first ever victory over the Lady Hawks in this Exit 8 matchup. Rudy, what a game.
It was a great game, a lot of physicality, and Kirkwood ended up on top with their physicality. You know, they were able to get on top and stay on top. Their physicality really allowed them to get to this win.
Yeah, Rudy, you look at this game, who's really somebody that really standed out to you tonight?
Mays. She did a great job just working her butt off in the paint to get rewarded with layups.
As Isaiah Steele, he's with Mays right now.
Hi, I'm here with Alana Mays. She was the player of the game for Kirkwood. So what do you feel like was the turning point for you and your team this game?
We worked a lot to get here, but it definitely started all in practices. The turning point was definitely when we came, that Northeast game, we had scored, I think, around 70 points, and that's what got a lot of our morale up. We realized, like, hey, we could really do this. We could go far, and made us come together as a team more so. And that really got us where we were today.
How do you feel like it was able to feed off the crowd this game? It's been electric in the building, so how was it able to feed off the crowd?
It feels really good, honestly. Coming from like a lot of our games, it's dead, it's quiet. So having a crowd here, having a lot of people to kind of be loud, it makes us loud. It got the bench loud, it makes us hype. It gives us a lot of energy. When the crowd has energy, we have energy. It feels really, really good.
Congratulations on this win.
Thank you, sir.
I'm back with y'all at the desk.
Thank you, Nasiah. Tonight's game has been produced by sports communications units from the Austin Peay State University Department of Communication. This has been a presentation of the Austin Peay Sports Network.